Hey, what's up guys, my name is Brad, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another Duel Links video. Welcome to the first of two videos for today I think. And we just got the upcoming updates for February and March, so I'm going to go through those and give you my thoughts on those as we go through them. I haven't seen them just yet, so this video might be up a couple of hours after I record this. But the Tag Duel tournament is underway, and well, the Master difficulty is as well, and I've gone through and I've done quite a bit of it so far, and I've got all the event drops, so now this event is pretty much done for me. So let me know how you guys are getting along with the Tag Duel event. So let's get into the notifications into our To All Duelists upcoming updates. So in early February it's time for the Chazz-a-thon. As Princeton takes the center stage, duel as much as you can to gain points and obtain exclusive rewards. So sounds to me like we're going to get a duel-a-thon event, kind of like we did with Roaring Rex, I think it was. I think that was a really good way to do that event, and maybe was Bones like that as well? I can't remember, I think it was. I think Bones was like that as well. So, while we're getting some new card rewards for Chazz Princeton, we could possibly be seeing Armed Dragon level 10, or some more Ojama support, or just some more Dragon support in general. Like Master Dragon would be quite a nice card to add to the game. Light and Darkness Dragon could be a cool ultra rare that could be added, just from the manga. I'm not too sure what else Chazz had, because obviously we've got, he could give us V to Z Dragon Catapult Cannon, because we have got all of that in the game, and that would make sense in this event rather than in a like a mini box or a main box, because it would just feel a bit out of place, but considering we'd get none of the cards in that box, so that could happen as well. Then in early February again, the Casey Cup announcement. The Casey Cup is back, duel with duelists around the world and become the very best. We knew this was coming for a very long time, and glad it's coming so early in February as well, so I'm guessing like around February 8th, sometime around then we're going to get the Casey Cup. And if it's just like last time, we're going to have the Stage 1 and Stage 2 rounds. Obviously Stage 2 you can get to by completing King of Games in this current season that ends in like 2 days time, so I'm currently grinding out ranked PvP just so I can get to King of Games, so I can guarantee my spot. Because if you remember the first Casey Cup we had, or not the first one, but the one we had back in November, that one was pretty competitive, at least in the first stage. I got there quite quickly using Gladiator Beast, I believe it was, and Hazy Flame, but now the meta has evolved quite a bit, and we've had some changes to Cyber Rangers. Obviously Cyber Rangers were pretty rampant back when that event first came around, so going to be cool to see how that changes things. Of course, we're going to get a ton of UR gems, a ton of just gems to spend on packs as well, as we did in the last event. Should be a cool opportunity for us to get a ton of new cards as well. Then again in early February, card sleeves and game mats will be sold at the shop. Card sleeves or game mats previously given away as rewards can now be purchased at the shop. Also, card sleeves game mats featuring a certain beloved monster have arrived. What monster do we have? What is in here that we don't have? Like, we don't have Ojama sleeves, but I'm not sure what beloved monster could get thing. Obelisk, but then Obelisk would have one with its event, because we've now got Slifer and Ra mat and sleeves. So I don't know what else is beloved. Flame Wingman? If it's a GX sleeves, it might be Flame Wingman. It's dual monsters. I don't know. At least we're getting some new sleeves in addition to the old sleeves that we're getting as well. So those sleeves are going to be purchased with gems and probably currency, which if it's with gems then that's pretty cool, that's fine. If it's with currency then it kind of takes away from the fact that they were so special, because obviously you had to buy with real money to get those pack bundles. So I wonder how they're going to do that to make it work for, you know, veteran players as well, and make them not feel kind of cheated with their sleeves and stuff. Join the Casey Cup, your favourite card sleeves and game mats, so that's going to be launching at the same time as the Casey Cup. Makes a lot of sense. A lot of personalisation going on in the Casey Cup, showing off how you like to play and what decks you like to play. Then in mid-February, a certain duelist is making a return. Esper Rover is returning to Duel World, and new cards will be added as prizes for you to get. So Esper coming back is one really good, because we get to see Jinzo again, which we're not going to be getting. There's no way in hell they're going to give us that as a unlockable drop, because it is a UR card, and if they allowed us to get more than one of it, then it would probably shake the meta up quite a bit. Not too sure what they could give us. More psychic stuff maybe. I can't remember what else was leaked in Espero's data files that we didn't have before, but they probably had some new stuff in there as well. So again, really cool. Kind of upsetting that there is no new unlockable duelists. I don't think we've had one in a very long time. I think January was full of roaming events and other type of events. There wasn't a brand new unlockable duelist in January, so February so far is seeming to be the same as that. Then in mid-February, event-exclusive Legendary Duels are coming to the gate. Both new players and players who missed out on unlocking the event-exclusive Legendary Duelists will now be able to get Bones and Mokuba Kaiba. That's really cool. Mokuba, it says here, can be unlocked as a playable character by completing the bingo missions, which you kind of want to do because it gives you a ton of gems, it gives you econ, it gives you coins, and it is just a very cool way to get a new character. And I hope that now that Mokuba coming into the game this way, like if he's becoming permanently at the gate, then I hope that means that the bingo missions is going to cycle out at some point, maybe in March at some point, and give us a brand new character, maybe Strings, maybe Grandpa or Tristan or someone else that we haven't seen in the game yet. Bones coming really quickly. I think we only just got him as an unlockable in December, so that's really cool. Of course, Ghost Tricks are a fun deck to play, and if we can farm more Ghost Tricks out of him, that'd be really cool. Moving on to mid-February again, obtain a legendary duelist. Dr. Crowler returns. New card rewards have been added. So Ancient Gear is again a very competitive, very viable deck in the meta. As soon as they came out, basically you were seeing them all the way up to King of Games. You can still see them in King of Games. They're still a very hard deck to compete against because obviously because of their effect to not be affected by spell or trap cards, and your opponent can't activate spell or trap cards in the battle phase, which basically means you have to shut down their attacks before they attack. And if we just get a ton of new support, like maybe Ancient Gear Wyvern or the Gadgetron stuff, even though they would need to bring the gadgets in, which I think they'll save for a main box, because when they bring the gadgets into the game, along with Cyber Dragon, then that's going to shake things up again even more. So I'm hopeful that Dr. Crowler is going to give us some cool drops, because the first event was so good. His character was probably one of the best, like along with Alexis's, was one of the best standalone events, like characters that you could just get that could build you a meta deck. So cool to see what he's going to be bringing back as well. Then in late February, upcoming a new event, Duel Island, a completely new event. Eliminate duelists decks from around the world. So I'm really hoping that this is a PvP event. It does sound like it because, you know, from around the world, but it could also be an AI thing where they just use decks from different countries, which again would be really cool. It just depends on how they do this and what card rewards we're going to be getting, because this being a late February event, that's going to be quite a long event, it seems like. That's even like a week and a half long event. So that'll be really cool to see what the Duel Island actually is. And it's completely new as well, so I don't think it will be like the KC Cup or anything like that. So interesting to see how they're going to do that and what they're actually going to do for that. But what is in early March? The only one we have for early March, a new character is coming to Duel Links. Okay, a certain legendary duelist will appear in Duel World. Hey guys, wait up for me. So this character could be two things. One, it says Duel World, so that makes me think it's Duel Monsters rather than Duel World GX, which means if it was Duel World GX, it would probably be Syrus, because that does seem to fit up with Syrus. And I would like to see Syrus come to Duel Links, because we do need some more characters from GX. You know, we can't just have Crowler being the next, like the newest unlock and that being it. Like, kind of upset that Bell isn't in here at all, because that would have made a good Valentine's Day event. They could have really played along with that theme. But this could mean that Tristan Taylor is coming to Duel Links finally, because we have seen him in the Duel Links leaks videos I've been doing. Could also be Grandpa, like, or Ryo Bakura, like standard Bakura. They could just throw us a curveball and just put him in the game where there's no references to him at all, like the non-Yami Bakura, which would be quite cool. But I think Tristan Taylor is probably the best bet for a Duel Monsters character, and Syrus will be the best bet for the GX character, depending on who it is. But Tristan, though, will be interesting to see what he gives us, because I think we have most of his main cards in the game right now, so maybe he'll give us more machines and more warrior-type monsters and just some generic stuff, rather than anything that he actually used in the show, which will still be quite cool. Let me know your thoughts on what character is going to be coming to Duel Links in the comment section down below, and let's see what else we have here. Regarding improvements to ranked duels, so this is actually really interesting, I think. Let's see. This is the last KC Cut. We've received much feedback from surveys concerning ranked duels, and have several improvements planned, just for early February. When a player's signal is lost after finding an opponent, the duel will be counted as a draw. Thank you. Oh, this was the biggest issue with the KC Cup, was when you would find a duel and the duel would never connect. But now we're actually getting the duel, like, we're not going to be penalised for that, because obviously that then reset your streak and you couldn't go up to King of Games as quickly. So that's really cool. They're actually going to be getting rid of that, and that's for early February, so I think that's going to be coming before the KC Cup or with the KC Cup update. Countermeasures against the use of cheat tools to reveal the opponent's set cards and hands. I didn't even know that was a thing, so glad Konami are on the ball with that and getting rid of that support as well, and they say here they're going to be banning the accounts of people who abuse any aspect of the game, so that could be farming or anything like that. Before a communication error occurs when the outcome of a duel is determined. This is due to a signal loss on the opponent's side. The player who remains will be able to see the duel through to the end. Okay. Oh yeah, of course. That's when like you know you've lost and your opponent just doesn't do anything and then just says you've lost. So that's cool. They're going to be fixing that and actually making it so we don't have to wait as long. And finally, for early February, duels will now be counted as a victory immediately when the victory message appears. So the problem was that if you remain on the victory screen for too long, you got a loss. And I've seen a lot of people actually report that in Guns Blazing's Discord forums or Discord channel. Sorry. So that's really cool, actually fixing that. And then for mid-March, the ability to surrender during your opponent's turn. That's really interesting and really nice because sometimes you just know you've bricked and you can't be bothered to play out the entire duel. The ability to report players after a duel, that's another really interesting thing, can help Konami to track down on people that are abusing the game and abusing game functions. The ability to mute your players' taunts, that's kind of interesting, you know, because it can get annoying when people are just sitting there spamming the taunt button during a duel. And an icon that appears when your opponent has been disconnected and is trying to reconnect will be added. That is probably the best one there, actually, along with the surrendering during your opponent's turn. That one is really really helpful because sometimes you just don't know whether your opponent is having a bad internet connection, or whether they've left their phone for 5 minutes, or whatever they've done. So, it's going to be really cool. Unfortunately, that isn't going to be in there for the KC Cup, but that's going to be coming a month later, so not too bad, not too long to wait for that. In addition to the events above, there will be new campaigns, new cards, and updates to various features. I'm guessing we're going to be getting a main box just really shortly, I think. So, that is pretty cool. No new character unlock from February, and it seems like March, maybe we'll get one in late March if we do. That's the only thing I think is disappointing about that. The new Duel Island event, I'm really hyped for. I can't wait to see what they do with that. And of course, new cards coming from Crowler, and that new character coming to Duel Links as a dual world character, a roaming event character, is going to be really cool. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on these events in the comment section down below. And I'll see you all in the next Duel Links video, which will be later today. It's going to be a special one, hopefully, assuming what I want to happen happens. And yeah, thanks for watching.